Okay, picture this. You're the most feared dude in the galaxy. People literally sprint the other way when they hear you breathe. Your outfit? Blacker than a moonless night. Your voice? James Earl frickin' Jones. You choke people with your mind. You are Darth Vader. But what if I told you that mask, the iconic, terrifying helmet, it's not just a fashion statement. It's not just life support. It's not even just for intimidation. It's a prison. Yup, that thing glued to his face 24/7, it's less Iron Man tech, more emotional straitjacket. And today, we're going under the helmet, not just to find Anakin, but to uncover the real tragedy of Darth Vader. Not the fall, not the evil, but the cage he was never allowed to escape. But to understand what the mask means, we first need to understand why it exists at all. We gotta talk about that helmet, the big black dome, the no eyes, no mouth, expressionless horror show. Looks like it was designed by Satan himself, but that's the point. We usually think Vader needs the mask because Obi-Wan roasted him on Mustafar. And yeah, his lungs are wrecked, his skin is melted, his vocal cords cooked medium well. But if you think that's the only reason Palpatine gave him that mask, you are adorably naive. Palpatine didn't save Anakin, he caged him. Let's do a quick reality check. The galaxy has Bacta tanks, advanced robotics, cloning technology. General Grievous was practically held together by rage and elbow grease, and he still had more mobility than Vader. So why didn't Anakin get a sleeker setup? You know, something that wasn't a 300-pound microwave on his face? Because that wasn't the point. Palpatine wanted him trapped. The mask wasn't just built to help him breathe. It was built to make him suffer. It blocks him from the outside world. It filters every sound, distorts his voice. He doesn't even speak as Anakin anymore. He speaks as a weapon. Now imagine living inside that thing. Can't feel the wind, can't taste food. You don't even sleep like a normal human. Vader doesn't live. He endures. And every second is punishment. But if the mask is punishment, then what exactly is it punishing him for? Okay, let's get literary. Let's analyze this mask like it's the final question in a psych major's final exam. Color? Jet black. The kind of black that doesn't reflect anything. It absorbs light. It doesn't invite hope. It devours it. Black has always symbolized death, mystery, fear, and power. Vader's mask isn't just spooky. It's absolute. It says, don't look at me. Look away. Shape? Sharp lines. No softness. No warmth. It's not a face. It's a warning sign. There's no visible mouth because he's not meant to speak his truth anymore. Only Palpatine's truth. There are no eyes, no windows to the soul, just soulless, opaque lenses. Anakin, the human, is gone. What remains is the shell. And that voice is haunting. They used a vocoder to distort it. James Earl Jones' booming voice filtered into a robotic monotone. It's not conversational, it's not emotional. It's an announcement, a decree, a sentence. But here's the genius of it. The mask doesn't just hide his humanity, it erases it. And that breathing, oh boy, that's where it really hits. It's loud, it's inescapable, it's almost suffocating to hear, which is ironic because it's keeping him alive. But that's the ultimate symbolism, right? The thing that saves him also tortures him. He doesn't just wear the mask, he breathes through it. His every inhale and exhale is a reminder of what he lost. His freedom, his body, his wife, his brother Obi-Wan, his self. So how does a Jedi, once full of love, jokes, and dreams, end up buried inside this breathing coffin? Let's rewind the emotional clock. Let's rewind. Before Vader, before the mask, before the lava bath, Anakin Skywalker was human, a wild mix of gifted force sensitivity, sharp instincts, backtalk, and way too many feelings for a Jedi. And that was the problem. The Jedi didn't know what to do with someone who felt. They trained him to fight, but not to grieve. They taught him how to detach, but not how to heal. First, his mother. He dreams she's in danger. Nobody listens. By the time he finds her, she dies in his arms. His response? He slaughters an entire village. Men, women, children. And what does the Jedi Order do? Nothing. They don't ask. They don't counsel. They just move on. Then there's Padme, the love of his life. He marries her in secret because love, real human love, was apparently against the rules. When he dreams that Padme is going to die too, he begs Yoda for help. Yoda tells him, train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose. Gee, Thanks, that should solve everything. So what does Anakin do? He turns to the one guy who does listen, Palpatine, the evil space wizard. Classic mistake. Palpatine feeds his fear, his paranoia, twists his trauma into rage. Anakin doesn't become Vader in one moment. He's broken piece by piece, emotionally, spiritually, until all that's left is someone who thinks power is the only way to protect what he loves. But it's too late. Padme dies. Obi-Wan, his brother, fights him and leaves him burning. And now the mask isn't just a respirator. It's the face of every mistake he ever made. And who made sure he'd never take it off? The man who engineered his fall. Palpatine didn't save Anakin. He enslaved him. Let's talk logistics. That suit? Not some sleek Tony Stark armor. It's outdated junk, even by Imperial standards. Clunky, heavy, agonizing to wear. It doesn't just hurt, it's meant to hurt. Canon says the suit constantly feeds him pain to keep him angry, because anger is what keeps him strong in the dark side. Think about that. He can't even heal if he wants to. He's stuck in a prison of machinery, wired to the Empire's tech, dependent on its systems to breathe, walk, speak. And emotionally, even worse, he's voiceless. The mask distorts every word. He can't cry, can't kiss, can't scream. He becomes exactly what Palpatine wanted, a blunt instrument, fear, not feeling, muscle, not man. Until one moment, a flicker of light, a sun, a choice, and the mask cracks. Fast forward to Return of the Jedi. Luke, Anakin's son, does the one thing no one else has done in decades. He believes there's still good in him. Even when Vader tosses him around like a rag doll, Luke doesn't strike back. Instead, he says, "Then my father is truly dead." Boom, that hits. That tiny word, father, rattles something deep inside. In the final moment, Anakin turns on Palpatine, throws him down a shaft, sacrifices himself. The price? His life. But in his dying breath, he makes one final request. "Let me look at you with my own eyes." Luke removes the mask. No hiss, no voice modulator, just silence. A scarred, tired, fragile face, but also a human one. The first time in decades, Anakin is visible. Not Vader, not a monster, just a man. The mask, the armor, the pain, it all fades. In death, he finds something he hadn't had in years: freedom. So, yeah, Darth Vader was powerful, but it cost him everything. His soul, his love, his identity, even his voice. The real tragedy isn't that he turned evil, it's that he was never allowed to heal. So next time you hear that breathy hiss in a dark hallway, ask yourself, is that the sound of power or the sound of pain? Like this video if you now hear Vader's breathing in a whole new way. Subscribe for more deep dives that unmask the meaning behind your favorite characters. And hey, share this video with that one Star Wars friend who always thought Vader was just cool. Time to peel back the layers.